get caught out a lot. But again, when you have a shit team like this who doesn't know what they're doing clearly, you know, everything near 50%, like nothing crazy at the end of the day, we're gonna have to obviously play someone who's a little bit more adept at countering a Kane. Could have gone with like a Rumble or something. We'll start getting sweaty to you know, get these wins back on the board. We're trying to obviously just start smashing out climbs here. We don't want to muck around too much. I just wanted to try a buyout considering she was absolutely broken in that game, but I think that's only because she ended up getting too late game and having the, you know, ability haste from Black Cleaver and also Triforce, plus Lucidity Boots. So as you can see, I didn't even bother building boots at this point. I was just like, let's go for a collector, game's over. You know, 3 and 8, yet we still had, you know, the second highest damage in the game, other than Hawaii. He was just, you know, obviously spamming out constantly in fights in the bot lane, so it's quite a shame. Even look at the gold earned, the most gold in the game with 8 deaths. We were dead the most out of everyone, you know, in the whole entire team. Even for like someone here, like we had more, you know, farm almost than it was slightly under, but you get the point. We're almost more farm than the Jhin. So there was nothing really wrong with what we did. It was more our team's actions. That's what I mean. As a jungler, if they choose to camp you, if they choose to keep the jungler out of the game, that is practically game over if your team decides to not answer it. You know, it's not the same as like, oh, okay, we're gonna let and like, let me take that back. That's in this elo I'm talking about. Obviously, if your jungler's out of the game, you can still win it in higher elos because other people may be winning their lanes. You know what I mean? But if you know, you're in a high elo game, most people are gonna rotate and just take 5 seconds out of their laning phase to come and shut down the, you know, mid laner that has just roamed from that lane. They're not gonna let them freely you know, go, you know, pressure and continue doing, you know, the same thing over and over. If they see Kanan invading, they see Ziggs coming through, warding, they're going to go follow and they're going to go punish, and they're going to make sure every time they're doing that, either one, they're crashing the wave, taking tower plates, getting a lead, or two, they're following in and actually, you know, preventing any further, you know, sort of invades on, you know, our side of the jungle. So, unfortunately in bronze, we're having, you know, a bunch of, you know, really noob, novice players. I don't want to be too rude, obviously, because a lot of you may be in this elo struggling. It's things like this, guys. So, throughout this climbing series, you'll see it. I'll point it out to you guys, what you should be doing and, you know, what you need to try to do. You need to do one of two things. Either one, convert them leaving the lane into a gold lead for yourself. Or two, you need to prevent them from, you know, continuing to go into, you know, invade or chuck down vision in your side of the jungle, because you can easily say, oh, look, my jungle is here. We know that 2 of them are coming in. I can just rotate right now and it's a 2v2, you know, from top lane. Or I can now ping and mid and top can come down. Now it's a 3v2. We get guaranteed, you know, gold. If they do choose to answer, the lanes are going to be obviously most likely at that point pushing into you know, their towers. They're going to miss out a whole bunch of gold. You know what I mean? It's going to turn into an even fight. In worst case scenario, we don't even need to engage in fight. We can just obviously zone them. So, you know what I mean? That's what you want to try and do. And considering you're on your half of the map, you know what I mean? Unless they're super far ahead, or you know, they've got someone like a Fizz or something, like, the majority of the times you're going to be able to turn that situation into a positive one for you, but you need to react quickly and make up your mind what you want to do quickly. If your jungle is pinging for assistance and you see that, you know, he's playing a Vi, you know, something like this for this instance where, okay, he can apply heaps of CC with the Q knock up and then follow up with, you know, E autos, you know, it's got, you know, decent amount of damage early on. Let's just, you know, rotate in and try to help out. And main thing there is obviously if you're versing a Kayn or one of these junglers that, you know, really excels at, you know, getting in and punishing and invading, like Kindred or Kayn, etc. If you collapse onto them, you know, you might actually keep them out of the game. They're wasting all their time and energy coming in to try and get gold in your side of the jungle rather than just taking their gold, which is guaranteed. You're going to put the enemy jungler so far behind that it's not even worth them continuing to do it. And if they do it another 1 or 2 times and you catch them out and you kill them another 1 or 2 times, the difference between, you know, your jungle and their jungle, the lead on your team is going to be ridiculous. Meaning, guess what? More free ganks for your lane. He's going to have more time to obviously just, you know, farm up, come through, be an absolute menace in mid to late game for you. Secure all the objectives for you. You know what I mean? So you kind of want to play always for your jungler, where people think the jungler should be playing for them in their lanes. I think that, like, that's the issue that a lot of low elos suffer from, even high elos. But at least they'll make you know, rotations out of lane to try and, you know, help out with you know, certain objectives, or shutting down, you know, junglers invading. You'll see me doing it, guys, while we're playing mid. You know, we're constantly going to see, you know, oh, what's the jungler up to? Let's go and help out. Let's assist here. Let's, you know, give him a hand, do this dragon. Let's give him a hand, lock down the, you know, enemy, you know, jungler at this point, because they're in a 1v1 right now. I can make a rotation. It's not too far. You know, let's just secure this kill. Things like that. And if you play like that, both teams should obviously be playing like that. You know, you get into a situation where you're not relying on your jungler to practically 3v1 in the jungle and try and secure everything. And at the same time, you know, in this elo, no one was actually pushing their lane. No one was doing the correct thing, trying to grab plates, trying to maximize their lead in their lane by going ahead and, you know, just getting as much gold as possible while the enemy is, you know, roaming. So that's the thing. Majority of the time, guys, in this elo, you want to just collapse, make sure your jungler is okay. If they're totally retarded, you can already tell that the jungler is garbage. Not the fact that they've died once or twice, but you can just see that mechanically they're not, you know, they're not there, they're not able to hold their own, and you don't want to waste your time. Then use your time to pressure your own lane and get ahead. But regardless, that was a bit of a long rant there about that. But essentially, play for your jungler 90% of the time. You're going to win, because that allows them to then play for you. Does that make sense? Hopefully, you know, with that being explained, you sort of get the gist of what's going on there. Essentially, play as the enemy team did in that game, and you can see how easily the game just sort of started flowing for them. So we're back in mid here, which is good. Reason being, obviously, we have more control and pressure on the map. So that's the reason I don't like playing jungle in these lower elos. If you are a jungler, you know, that's something you may suffer from. You might, you know, be like, oh, but I can't carry, I can't do this and this because you're falling behind. Again, you have to wait till late game. Try to play a late game jungler, someone who scales quite hard. You know, Vi usually isn't too bad. Early to mid. Late game, she's alright, but I mean, she's, you know, definitely not going to be on the level of Kayn. We were obviously just picking that to try her out at that point. So, you know, go for something like a RAMMUS, something that's going to be useful late game. We might ban out a Fury here. Okay, interesting. We're into a Kindred here. So, oddly enough, we did mention RAMMUS, and the RAMMUS is going to be coming out, boys. So, okay. Solid team here. Oh wait, I'm mid. Oh, Fuck. Whoops. Fuck. Let's see if... Can we even swap, or he doesn't? Oh my god, why I can swap with anyone else but not Dingo. That's my bad right there. That's my bad. Let's try and make this work. We're against SYLAS. Let's just not against SYLAS, sorry, against Archon. Let's see what happens here. The other team is you know, AD, unless Ezreal decides to go AP.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Yeah.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Yeah.
Minions have spawned.
Yeah, look, we can swap with Teemo, worst case scenario, but I mean, frustrating indeed. That being said, we'll just try to do our best, try and roam a lot. I don't think we're going to be farming too well, fortunately. New strats, lads, new strats. Obviously paying attention is going to get you pretty far as well in terms of your rank and your elo in terms of climbing, so big mistake here from us. I mean, we can try and tank majority of the damage here. Nicely done, nicely done. He collects that passive there. Whatever it is, I don't even know Archon's abilities, to be honest.
First blood.
We might be able to get him while he's too cocky, you know what I mean? Like, and just eat him under the tower.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I'm back. Take note, evil. That's right. It is I. Vengeance calling. I snuck in. So,
Possible free kill here because he's just going so deep.
Yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, that's just BS. Who knows where he's going to go to. Got him. All good, lads, all good. Now, we are missing a bit of farm, but I'm obviously going to try and sort out Kindred here. I don't want her getting her marks, obviously. Thing is, we do need gold.
Okay.
And I'm I'm not even hitting last hits here with RAMMUS. We're playing pretty badly.
Okay.
All life is temporary.
We got TP available, so a good start here. Even with the fucked up pick that we did end up managing to, you know, take here, but whatever. We can make it work. We can make it work. It's all good.
An ally has been slain.
SYLAS seems to know what he's doing, so we're in a decent position here.
I have sneaked upon you. Take note. You're an easy one to find. That's right. It is I. Knock knock. Vengeance calling. Go. Help.
Just want him shoving at this point.
Gotcha. I have you now.
She's got me marked. This Kindred must be
Enemy has been slain.
very new.
Power must lose over you.
Enemy killing spree. Double kill.
I'm back. Take note, evil.
Again.
You're an easy one to find. Miss me?
An ally has been slain.
Knock knock. Vengeance calling.
Alright.
Ha.
And you get the E knock up.
I snuck in.
Didn't need to flash there, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm back. Take note, evil. You're an easy one to find. Gotcha. Knock knock. Vengeance
Not too
calling.
far behind in terms of farm, but I
That's
mean,
right. It is I. Huh.
he almost fucked up there. He almost fucked up.
I snuck in.
Gotta be careful because he does have his ult, obviously.
I have sneaked upon you. I have you now. Anticipation.
Nicely done, nicely done.
I'm back.
Oh, okay. Unlucky. He does get all the way around. Obviously, at that point, had no Q up, had no mana. Was super low, so I mean, you know, it was bound to happen. Sticking around too long, but
Hey, I snuck in.
An enemy has been slain.
she ends up getting a mark out of it as well, which is quite annoying. But
Yeah.
So right now we can roam because obviously he's got to push the wave back towards us. Nicely done. Unlucky. Gonna try and tank it up. Nicely done. Gotta get a recall off here, unfortunately, but hopefully it doesn't end up getting caught there. I'm just gonna go for Abbey boots, I think, at this point. Or steel plated caps, whatever stupid name they gave it.
I have sneaked upon you. Gotcha.
Nearly, just not quite right positioning the areas in the wave by the time I pushed up, so I mean annoying. I mean, the only issue I have here is he's just getting a massive gold lead at this point in mid.
I have sneaked upon you. Have you now? So, how's it going? Gotcha. You're an easy one to find.
Again, getting quite tanky at this point. Can't leg it again, obviously. Annoying that he's obviously got his E up every single time. It's just again what's going to be the case with this Archon the whole game, so that's why we're roaming so much, because he can even farm through us, you know, with this Q, so I mean Nearly baited him out. Just trying to get him to overstep at this point. Oh, we don't even get the cannon. No. Going again, round 2, boys. Round 2. We do get an assist off. So 40 seconds till TP is available, but I mean, that being said, Kindred's pretty much been kept out of the game.
I have sneaked upon you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wonder if the Archon's just gonna get tilted and just give up because his team's just absolutely brain dead. He's essentially got the same sort of team that we had last game. They got no map awareness, and they keep just rinse repeat the same sort of things over and over and over and over. He's getting a fair bit of damage out though, I'm not gonna lie. While we're missing, they'll probably play safe. Probably got spotted on the wave, unfortunately. I'm just gonna come in and tank this shit. I got ult available, so. Well done, boys. Well done. Nice tower dive.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Obviously, Archon could be coming through. Just keep pushing top. Let's get right on the tower here. Well done. So this is how easy the games can be, guys. Just be careful, because with Thornmail and our W will reflect damage underneath the tower. Oh, forfeit. So very good. We put him on tilt enough to forfeit the game. Similar to what happened, obviously, with us last game. We realized that the chances of winning it now that, you know, I've, you know, kept myself in the game as RAMMUS mid, completely countered them, you know, for, you know, all on hit, and they're all pretty much AD as well. Give it to SYLAS 100%. Nord did a really good job too. You know, you don't really expect to see that level of play out of, you know, bronze tier support. So well played, you know, and look at the difference made. You know, Jinx's life just an absolute breeze. So that being said, we're able to make it work in mid. So again, guys, it seems like there's a big mix of you know, this is silver 4 apparently, but a whole tier above where we are, a whole entire division. But I mean, here, bronze 2, Bronze 4. You can see the skill levels from like SYLAS here in Bronze 2. Crazy, you know, for a Bronze 2 player. Especially compare that back in the day to, you know, Bronze 2 is a totally different story. So the skill gap has gotten, you know, 10 times, you know, smaller than, or even 100 times smaller than what it used to be. There used to be such massive skill gaps. Obviously, there's still areas where, you know, people are just, you know, example here, Ezreal and you know, Xerath. Obviously, I don't know if they're just on, you know, till they would have been tilted by that point, but you know, even here, like is it Iron 1? What is that? It just looks like 12. Iron 2, I'm assuming. So Iron 2 player, you know, 109 CS. I mean, like, her CS wasn't, you know, terrible, but I mean, at the same time, should have been a lot higher. Just considering the fact that she died so much, she had a decent amount of CS. You know, that being said, you compare that to obviously my CS. I didn't really have any. You look at, you know, ADC, so she had decent CS for that game, but I mean, end of the day, her mechanics weren't there. She didn't really know how to play the champion. She's just taking her in for, you know, fun by the looks of it. Or at that point, obviously, you know, it may just be because she was so far behind from, you know, SYLAS being able to come in and shut her down. Regardless, you can see that the majority of the skill ceiling is now gone. That's what I've been trying to tell you from the beginning. It doesn't matter what division you're realistically in anymore. Even from, you know, bronze, silver onwards, there's going to be minimum, you know, differences between mechanical skill differences. So everything you're learning here is just the fundamentals to win. And this is the only difference between these players right now. And obviously, you know, people that climb up to Emerald, Diamond like myself. It's just trying to obviously see what's available, you know, what you can do on the map, which was a perfect, you know, sort of example in this game, where fighting was the correct, you know, option for us, and just roaming constantly because I'm playing a RAMMUS into a ranged, you know, high damage, you know, poke mid laner. And yeah, we were just able to capitalize on, you know, the aggressive SYLAS players, help him out in certain situations, and then obviously transfer that into a big bot lead as well, because we had Nautilus, who was happy to dive. If he wasn't happy to dive, you know, the outcome would have been, you know, slightly different. He was very, very tanky, so that's fortunate. I wasn't as tank as I thought I was. So, you know, end of the day, solid game. And, you know, that's showing you guys, I just won with a RAMMUS mid. A RAMMUS mid. Just an accidental pick. You know, obviously RAMMUS is like S tier right now in terms of, you know, jungle and top. But I mean, overall, we still just made like one of the most stupidest picks ever work. If they wanted to play, you know, really, really safe and play the game properly, they easily could have won this game. Easily. Now, I would have been a menace late game. But I mean, they could practically delete everyone on our team. SYLAS is going to be, you know, a little bit more annoying just due to his ability to heal. But if I was playing a Kindred here, or even an Ezreal or a Garen, we could easily clap this team. Easily. Main two issues they would have had is obviously killing, you know, me later and Nautilus, but they take out our three main, you know, damage dealers. Easy win. That being said, you know, I don't think they had the mechanical skill to do so. And on top of that, they just lacked, you know, a shit ton of map awareness, along with, you know, just general knowledge, you know, like, oh, okay, he's missing. Even if we have vision down, you know what I mean? Like, let's back up. You know, he's already came in, like, ganked us 3 times from mid, along with SYLAS. So let's just maybe just play safe and sit under our tower for the moment. You know what I mean? And that's the simple, you know, sort of steps that you can take to try and avoid, you know, dying. And if the mid laner was smart here, the reason he stuck in silver, he would have just followed. He would have ghosted behind me, tried to make sure that he can, you know, prevent me from roaming, because again, he's going to turn that tower dive of, you know, us turning it into a 4-man tower dive bot every 4 seconds, into, you know, a 3v4 where he's able to clean up, you know, whoever's left, or just, you know, pump down, you know, Nautilus or myself with a bit of damage, so we can't really tank out, you know, the tower and dive it for anyone. So, anyway, let's get into our next game here. Back in the mid lane, try to avoid any mispicks here because, you know, a bit of a mess up on my part earlier. Too used to playing jungle that we're like just assuming every game we are the jungler, but anyway. That's a definite hell no. Definite hell no. Not while I'm gonna most likely carry these guys. Definitely not. 100% not happening. I'm hoping it's the same SYLAS, that'd be awesome. He played quite well. Who do we not want to verse here? No, I'm not swapping with you. No, not happening. Not happening whatsoever. Support Sion. Okay, it's gonna be interesting. Do we just go full, you know, bruiser tankiness? I mean, SYLAS is a decent pick here, you know, still. We can steal your Exalt. Into a Yaz though, now that changes things. Now into a bronze Yaz, I can definitely still win. Into a solid Yaz smurfing, are gonna be difficult, but I mean... what do we do? Do we play safe here? I'm not the best Yoon. I'm actually trash on Yoon, as hard as that is to, you know, believe. We're gonna go for it. Oh no, we're not gonna go for it. Don't worry. It didn't count as a swap, so we're gonna sit here on the SYLAS for now. Gonna go aggressive. I swear they just nerfed first strike as well. So I'm gonna stick with execute or electrocute. That did have a buff for early game. Wait, huh? What, guys, what is going on with League of Legends? Is this normal when you have a Callista?
This demon's calling you out.
Like, cause we need it? Like, I'm so confused. Anyway, let's just assume that's what's meant to happen. I've never actually had that before, but...
Good little cogs.
Anyway.
unaware of the wheel they turn.
Vengeance is at hand. 30 seconds until minions spawn.
Let's go follow Zion. I want to make sure I get it on him, to be honest. Is he going to proxy away? What the fuck is this dude doing?
Kings, no more queens, no more mage seekers. It all ends now.
We might have a troll on our team.
Minions have spawned.
Their shackles are now my weapons. How's that for irony? I've done my time, Yasuo. Prepare to do yours. The universe craves chaos. Only sheep need a leader.
He seems to know what he's doing. He's doing well. So props to the Yazio. He looks like he's zoning quite well. We'll see what happens.
Conflict brings truth. Eventually.
Executed.
I will show them a world without lords or peasants.
Then we got an enter or a win trader, either or. Yeah, he's doing alright.
I'll show you magic.
That's what we want now.
One link at a time.
Oh, good win all. Fucking hell, you're kidding. Oh, way too close there, boys. Way too close. I feel a bit sloppy. I feel sluggish on this game. I don't know what's going on. Well played. Thank you for the double buff. It's a good stun though. You almost had me stunned just long enough to kill me, but I mean, yeah, unlucky by the SYLAS. I mean the fucking... Why do I keep calling people my champion? You'll notice that, guys. Anyway, actually let's just grab 2 pods. We're gonna need some sustain here, I'm assuming. Obviously we do have our W, but... You know, Yaz hasn't used his ignite. Which, I mean, if he would have used it earlier, we would be dead, so... It's just the difference is there. He's saving his ignite for what reason? No idea. I feel like I'm lacking so much damage here. Well done, boys. Well done.
Join me or die.
Is it me or is like my auto passive attack speed? Like it's quick, but then sometimes I feel like it's slow. Well played, Yaz. Well played.
Just sowing the seeds of
Luckily we got those 2 pots. I'm gonna pop both of them at this point.
But let loose a killer. The winds blow in my face. I am no faker. I am the true Demacia.
Well played again. You know, Diana's doing a good job here, pressuring mid. This is with a troll support too, so... Can we eat it? We can't eat it.
There is no king.
Let's try and get it back off here.
Tradition is a crutch for the mindless.
Yeah, it's missing. We'll ping that away.
No more kings.
Gonna go
no
assist over here.
No more main leaders. It all ends now.
See if she wins the trade. She is ahead, so she's got a nice job. We're coming in. Can we keep her alive? Barely. Had to burn the ignite, so I mean, still worth. I mean, end of the day, you may as well use it, boys. No point keeping stuff. That's the main thing you should try and focus on. You're gonna get it back in a few seconds anyway.
Long live the rebellion!
3 plates for us here. Potentially can roam down, steals Sona's ult in the next 30 seconds or so.
Marcia made me a criminal.
Don't have a lot of mana here, so we're just gonna see what we can possibly do. I know Viego's gonna want to be on his red. We'll just kill him there. Yaz loves spamming his E around.
Evil? What does any of that even mean?
Fortunately, to no avail.
An enemy has been slain.
No prison can hold you.
Heart is in motion.
The mage shall inherit the earth.
So I'm gonna back in a second here. We're just trying to obviously get this wave to push. Oh my god, Yaz, come on, bro. You can do better.
It took prison for me to find.
Oh my god, bro. Can he get the ulti off? Oh, he can. Well played, lad. Well played. I was like, surely, come on. Don't let me troll you that bad. Again, disrespecting. That's the only reason we got killed here, boys. We could have just backed earlier. It's not gonna matter if he gets a shove here with the wave. End of the day. So we do give him a shutdown. I don't know how big it was. 500. It was quite huge. That being said, you know, it doesn't really bother me at this point. Enemy are doing okay in top lane. That stuff obviously you want to avoid, guys. I'm gonna try and come through here. help out if I can.
Ally has been slain.
No more matter.
Now it is
The damaged are the most dangerous.
We will rip the power from their cold, dead fists.
We didn't get the ulti off, unfortunately.
No more dungeons.
Slain an enemy.
Poor Viego.
Eternal night will cover this land.
After 15 years in the dark, I was losing.
Has been slain.
Really good try there.
Look! A hostage!
I'm not gonna give you another free kill though, unfortunately.
Attack, retreat, consolidate, repeat. The bluer the blood, the sweeter the sacrifice.
So you can see Yaz way better at CSing than us as a champ. Obviously SYLAS is garbage, so... Oh my god, like look how bad we are. Look how bad we are here. Terrible. We know that they're obviously over here on the drag. Or at least they should be, yeah. Hovering it.
Their shackles are now my weapons. How's that for right?
Oh, well played. Well done. I'll flash, even though I don't need to, but...
Question authority, then slit its throat.
Your team has destroyed.
I will be the monster they
Gets away, okay.
It will be brother against brother.
Get red up.
Has been
Father
destroyed.
against son.
Might just chill here for the moment, just obviously because... Doesn't really matter. I was hoping to pick up Viego, but it is what it is. We'll take Callisto.
Make a getaway.
And yeah,
I'm a man
rinse
without
repeat,
a
boys. Rinse repeat. I mean,
Perhaps I'll take this.
try and stay ahead in terms of gold. We're only slightly down. Obviously, you know, we're doing a lot better overall, just due to kills, etc. We can steal his ulti here too. I would love to get Rift as well. I wonder if they're gonna potentially try and go for Rift. I can't even tell what this Viego is gonna do. I'm just assuming. What's the most retarded thing he could possibly do right now while we're in the lead? Try and go for an objective while like super far behind. Oh, well played. Well played. Again, we could have possibly won that trade if I decided to go back over the wall. But again, I just chose to fight it. Yaz, obviously, he's going to be able to trade with us fairly well once we're at low HP, considering got heaps of damage. That being said, you know, he's only gone for attack speed so far, which is actually insane to see him do that amount of damage there, considering we are a level ahead.
As long as I draw breath, so does the revolution.
Another free kill. So again, top difference is huge.
Has been slain.
Really? Did you really try and...
Have slain an enemy.
I wonder if she's got ult. She does have ult, but...
Time for the kings to bow.
And that's a GG again, boys, so... free win. We didn't have to really do too much. We have a retarded sign. I am going to report him for that. That's just troll. Again, I did carry the game. You know, we had a decent jungler, so I'll give it to her for the honor. But unfortunately, again, you're starting to see the skill differences. But I mean, there's certain situations where some people are obviously decent with their skills. This game, not so much. So you should be able to obviously replicate what we're doing here. You can see that they haven't got any skill. They get tilted very easily. They're going ahead. Like Viego's like got no farm. Like literally, look, he's got 266, you know, gold per minute. I was fighting 24/7. I didn't even farm, and I ended up having, you know, more, you know, per minute than him. All he had to do was just farm up his camps and obviously avoid getting, you know, into fights, you know what I mean? He could have done a lot better, but instead he's going to like Rift Herald, and I'm like, let me just go check. He's been doing retarded shit all game, you know, like for instance Dragon, like it was over at Dragon for no reason rather than just farming. That's why we're able to find him and pick him up. And yeah, I mean, end of the day, just that game came down to just a massive skill diff. It wasn't even a everything else was included, but you get the point. Like, just a massive skill diff from the start. They were never going to win just based on mechanics. Yaz was the only one with, like, half decent mechanics, but I mean, at the same time, you know, nothing crazy, nothing special. He should realistically win that matchup, at least, you know, 60% of the time. That being said, you know, moving on, so there's 2 wins now, I think we got. Might make this a slightly longer video. Obviously, the first game was, you know, bit of a shame. That being said, we did bring it back, and we've had 2 super quick games, as you can see, 16 minutes, 18 minutes. So, you know, may as well chuck in another game here. Why not? And yeah, we'll see if we can just keep running into similar teams. Quite easy at the moment. go back in the jungle here. See what we end up getting as our matchup. Who are we gonna ban away? Let's try and let's ban a top laner. Let's get rid of Renekton or something. I don't know. Bans don't really matter, guys. Obviously, if you know some really cheesy picks like Naz or something like that, then by all means. Could even go for a Kaz game. Maybe Lee. Again, we want to get the win here. We don't want to mess around too much. Going like random picks. To see who they end up choosing. Unfortunate dodge there, but all good. So let's just see where we're sitting at the moment, guys. Obviously, we started in Iron 1. We weren't earning a lot of, I think we started at Iron 1 like 0 LP or something really low, like 10 LP or something. I'd have to go back and have a look. So we're currently sitting at a win rate of 56%, which hasn't been updated. I think it's obviously a little bit more than that now. And overall, we're sitting in bronze 4, 99 LP, which is, it's kind of annoying. If we would have played the last 2 games last night, probably, you know, with the Seraphine game and the Fizz game afterwards, we would already be into bronze 3 already. But for overall amount of games that we've got, what are we sitting on here? I'm assuming there's probably a couple more than that. Maybe we're at like 17 to 18 games, around that. I can check later on op.gg or something, just get the breakdown, because sometimes it just doesn't update straight away. But regardless, you know, I'm hoping that we can get through to bronze 1 within, you know, a rough period of 25-30 games max. You know, if we're only getting 30 LP per win, let's just have a look. Yeah, 31 LP. Like, I mean, every 4 games, if you're winning every single, you know, game 4 in a row, you know, so, you know, 4 times that by 4, you're looking at, you know, obviously 16 games in general. So, like, you assume that easily within 25 games, you should be able to get there. And that's sort of what you guys should be looking at, 25 to 30 games to get through a division. If it takes you a little bit longer, then, you know, don't worry about it. That's just like a general rough sort of estimate of like every 30 games, you should, you know, be getting through a division. Which means by the time you get up to, you know, obviously gold, you know, or platinum, that's where you might run into, you know, issues where it might take a little bit longer. But at the same time, it's a good estimate to sort of aim for. Pretend we don't see it here. We don't want to play duo. I'll say maybe later. So try to fit in another game here. You know, see how we go. If we can ever get into a queue, that is. Okay, where are we? Okay, jungle. See who we're going to be going in against. Try and swap out with support. What the fuck? Okay, guys, don't do this. Don't ever. You don't want to be giving a free counter pick to a mid laner, especially when the majority of Smurfs you're going to run into are going to be playing either mid or top. You know, that's the biggest sort of two Smurfing lanes that you're going to run into, mid or top. Usually just one tricks, and they'll just, you know, obviously be Smurfing on their accounts or boosting accounts, whatever. So you should always try and get your support or ADC to pick first. Get rid of Naz. Monday would have been a side with ban as well, but I mean, see what happens here in terms of picks. Please be the same Viego, my goodness. My goodness, please be the same Viego. Now the question is, if it is a solid Viego, we, you know, might have a little bit more of an annoyance on our hands. Considering they can probably still go tanky, let's just rock a Warwick. Okay, pretty squishy. Cassiopeia might be annoying, because we've got to obviously face check her and she can just ult, but not the end of the world. And a Rammus top, but look at it. So shouldn't be too bad. Obviously, he's going to be annoying to deal with, but that being said, hopefully late game Brand can just do a shit ton of damage, and hopefully I can get around and get a bit of an early lead here. See what happens. It looks like it's a different Viego, just judging by the win rate. Let's just have a little geese because I am curious. Yeah, Cinnamon something was the other guy. So not the same Viego. Assuming after such an easy game, it's gonna try and step up our competition here. Obviously, decent win rate on the Twitch. Decent win rate on the Pike. Decent win rate here, like 10 plus wins above losses. So that's where you're trying to judge. Like, no, Rammus not that great. And then again, decent win rate. So all of them have a very solid win rate. You know, Shaco not as good, but you can see our team here. You know, pretty much 50-50 win rate here, 50-50 win rate almost here. Actually, he's under. He's got 68 losses compared to 60 wins. So we're gonna probably have to do a lot of carrying, unfortunately. And I just realized we don't have a fucking ADC. So again, we're probably fucked here. I don't know what went through my mind here in terms of loading into this game. Like, we got a Shaco fucking support and an ADC Brand or something. I have no idea. See how it goes. Let's try and make this work now that we're already in the game. But again, against a Twitch, especially if he's going to get ahead, he can just definitely delete them. As soon as he's level 6, he's gonna have massive threat.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
At least he doesn't have E. See where the go is here.
Minions have spawned.
Most likely I've been spotted. Huh? Question mark?
I became the monster I always was.
So we know he's here. We know that Cassiopeia could potentially come and be a threat. So, nice start here. Again, this is why you need to collapse for your jungler. This team just totally dogged him. He's tilted. I love it. I love it. Makes me happy. So we get him to FF15 again. Again, we're just trying to make these as quick as possible, these matchups and these games, so is what it is. Good job in the top as well. Executed, lovely. Okay, I was like, maybe we make it out, but at least she did not land anything. So again, we walk away there with no sort of issues at all. Grab boots, make us a little bit quicker, and go annoy this Viego a little bit more. Probably on our red side, possibly, you know, he's just clearing blue and now roaming over. We'll just see what the go is. I can't believe he was raging in chat. Love it. You know, one key thing, guys: don't let them know you're tilted. All right, that's the main component of, like, you know, keep it to yourself. You know, keep it locked in. And if you start raging in chat and, like, you know, carrying on, people are gonna know. They're gonna abuse it. They're gonna keep coming back, trying to, you know, make it even worse for you. Obviously, they've already got vision here. We're aiming the Twitch at this point. We don't have, oh, well played to Twitch, well played. Twitch, you're a little rat, and I'm gonna make your life hell from this point forward. That's disgusting. The amount of damage that he just was able to deal in, like, a matter of seconds. Crazy, dude. Level 4. Didn't have any, you know, full stacks built up, and old mate is just causing an absolute, you know, crazy amount of damage. So let's focus our, oh my god, let's focus our farm here. Come in. I don't get the kill, but we do save Shaco, so hopefully he plays carefully from here. Oh, they despawn, lovely. So we'll focus on getting everyone else ahead. Bot's a losing lane at this point, as far as I'm concerned. This bloke thinks he's the boss. We're just gonna keep farming, get as much of a gold lead as we possibly can, try and abuse Diego, make his life hell. Grab all objectives, obviously. Main thing is obviously Twitch. Okay, then turn it around.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, well played, well played. Can we get away? Probably not. We're taking all aggro there, so RAMMUS was there. That's a fuck up on my part. Very annoying, but whatever. Try and get boots done. If we were level 6 already, that would have been easily winnable. But unfortunately, we're not even level 5 at this point. I'm not even gonna bother, just, yeah, leave, don't even worry about it. I'm surprised he's actually ahead, obviously, yeah, surprising in that regard. RAMMUS could start to rotate and make plays, obviously, for the Viego. We gotta be careful of that on top side. Now he's picking up his clear speed as well, so props to him. Try and catch him out, obviously, over on his blue. We know he's got a level lead for some reason. I don't know why the fuck he has a level lead, considering it's such a shit start. He's only had one less death than me, so... We're gonna die again? Yep. Ridiculous. Anyway. Just what you got, Zed. Nicely done. Surely he gets away here. He might get picked up by Pike.
An ally has been slain.
Not worth, not worth. Let's just get our farm up at this point. Sick of trading 1 for 1. He shouldn't even be back in the game, but obviously Viego, broken champion. Disgusting champ, needs to be nerfed, definitely. See if he's going for a drag. No. Let's try and steal away as much farm as possible. Is he actually coming? Twitch is there. I don't wanna get caught out by his BS damage at this point, so we'll leave it for the moment until they commit to a drag. Very annoying, but obviously we're going to focus farm over kills. We don't want to have the same sort of issue that we had with the Kindred game a while back now. Doesn't guarantee us a kill here, but we'll see what we can do. He can waste his W. Well done. Nicely done. Taking out a tower for him.
An ally has been slain.
Could be on drag possibly, but I mean, we'll just grab these while we're here. We're not on drag, which is good. Oh, well done, well done. The damage I'm taking is actually ridiculous. I'm actually surprised. Could have ulted me there, Shen. Would have been lovely. Unfortunate. Whatever. See what we can do. Head down to bot side here because Dragon is my priority at this point. We did save ult. We could have used it. Obviously, I just didn't want to ult the RAMMUS. Let him get picked up. Oh no, we'll grab him, whatever. Got plenty of move speed, we can grab the objective here. Good job.
Killing spree.
Everyone's got the barriers or spell shields or whatever. Obviously, we're going to be able to catch him.
Has been slain.
Had to flash or just to smite him away. Get a bit more gold on the board. Go pick up Rift in a second. More back with probably around 2.5k. You gotta love bronzies. It's crazy. Hopefully it's not warded, but I mean, I'm gonna take the risk either way. Was warded. Thank you, Rammus. You kind of saved me at the same time as you didn't. not available. Viego could be lingering. Not worth using Rift there. Obviously we can, but I would rather try and use that in mid or something, or even bot. We can pick up like a nice 2 easy towers if we do get some picks. Oh, he gets away. Okay, it's fucking quick. He must have flashed. Had to have. Anyway, hopefully they focus bot tower here. Unfortunately, 3 seconds on ulti. They're able to collapse fairly well. You know, good ult from Shen. We're able to turn it around, but I mean, I'm dead, so they do end up getting a shoddy. Cassiopeia grabbed it. Not the end of the world, though. A lot of damage coming out from Twitch, so once we finish off our Thornmail, we should negate most of that anyway. Got drag coming up in a few seconds here. Could be playing this a lot cleaner too, guys. I don't know why we didn't get our Bloodlust on top of Thingo on Twitch there, because he definitely would have been in the radius. So we can just get out of here for the moment. Close call there. Get out of here for the moment, bait him over to his head. Finish him off. Let's get out of there for the meantime. Looks like we're gonna have to drop it mid then, because we're unable to get a clean set of picks. Surprised that Viego's actually got a higher amount of CS still. He's doing really well in terms of his CSing, so props to him. And he's keeping his farm up there. See, that's all you need to do, guys. Just stay in the game, even with the 3 and 6 KD. Let's try and get Pike out of the situation there. Get RAMMUS out of the situation there. Maybe have a little Twitch moment here. Okay, what the fuck? That stunned me during my ult? I swear I just started on my ulti too. Gotta be careful there due to crazy damage coming out of Viego at this point. Twitch, you know, being annoying. Unfortunately, can't do too much. Zed execute. Oh no, dead. Already been in a fight with Cassiopeia. So I mean, at the moment, guys, we're playing very sloppy. Like, we could have a very, very, very big win and just be, you know, cleaning up here, ending the game at, you know, 25 minutes. But unfortunately, we've dragged it out just through sloppy plays, so on and so forth. We did obviously grab nearly 2 towers here, but still, you know, we're not playing as well as we could be. Come down here, we'll grab our red side, rotate up for Baron. Grab all our farm. Let's see what old mate's up to here. Maybe no one did. Looked like someone was portaling through, but nicely done. Dragon, not very important right now. We can definitely snatch this one away here. They don't have any real potential of grabbing on Dragon unless they have a Twitch go solo it. Gonna have to fight here, unfortunately. Nicely done. Well played by Brand. And we don't even really need drag at this point. We should just be pushing, but whatever. Take it while we're here. Nicely done.
Killing spree. Your team has destroyed a Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Pretty sure I just saw Twitch here. Again, we kind of get fucked there by Shen just not last hitting the inhib, so I'm gonna die for it. I don't care. Need to get those inhibs down. Obviously we got top lane left, and we might be able to end, you know, on the next push. We'll just see if everyone does the correct thing. So overall, quite a simple game, quite easy again. We just have been playing quite sloppy as well. And just certain matchups or, you know, fights that we've chosen to go into just haven't really been worth it. We could have obviously kept our deaths a lot lower, but end of the day we don't really care.
An enemy has been slain.
Well played to bot. They ended up actually being quite useful. I knew Bran was going to be useful late game, but then when I saw the Shaco I was like, for fuck's sake. So clearly they must be in some sort of duo. So luckily their picks work out.
Enemy has been slain.
The amount of CC coming out, ridiculous. It's game there, boys. There's another one on the board, so that's a 4 win streak so far, maybe 3. Going pretty steady right now. The only unfortunate thing, guys, if you are in these lower elos, it's just a matter of time, as you can see. Hopefully we start getting up to the point we're getting 35 to 40 LP per win, because that would be awesome. Props to Brand. Brand did fairly well, did their job well. And promoted to bronze 3. So from here, if we keep the win streak going for the next, you know, 5-6 games, we'll probably end up, you know, hitting bronze, you know, 1 very, very quickly. Don't think there's any sort of you know, added, you know, notes I have to sort of chuck in there for you guys to sort of focus on. Again, it's just the basics. Try to keep your farm, you know, if you can, in these high sort of, you know, crazy games where everyone's just constantly fighting. I don't even want to call it just high volatile games where everyone's just constantly in fights. You should still be aiming for around 450 gold earned per minute, you know, to at least 600. Like, you want to be in that range. You never want to be below 450 gold per minute. And then obviously over here you can see farming decent, you know, CS per minute 5.4. so CS per minute, you want that around about, you know, 5.5 to around 8, depending on like where you are. If you're in jungle, you know, most likely, you know, you might find yourself in, you know, odd situations, getting camped in certain games, whatnot. But the point is, as close as you can to 6 CS per minute is good. And then obviously anything above that is, you know, where you want to be aiming to be for the majority of your games. But again, crazy, you know, games like this where it's just constant fighting. You're trying to get in there to sway those fights in your favor, not necessarily because you want to be in there for the fight, but it's more of you don't want them to end up, you know, getting the advantage and having a 2v1, getting the kill and getting the lead. You know what I mean? You're kind of just contesting at that point. So, you know, well played by Shen. S+, he did really, really well as well. But I feel like, again, he didn't have as much impact as the Brand. That's why we ended up giving him the honor there. And overall, yeah, what are we sitting on? We are sitting on, you know, bronze 3, 31 LP, and match history at the moment, you know, 3 win streak. Unfortunately, first game of I, you know, not the greatest. Actually, I think that might have been the second game. Can't remember. When did we start? I think we started on, you know, Malzahar here. So, yeah, regardless, that's the first game that we actually had today. So realistically, other than the Vi game, you know, that's a total of 5 games we played in a row, just due to the fact that 2 of them are very, very quick. So it probably works out to around the same length in terms of, you know, the video. But hopefully you've enjoyed it, boys. You know, stick to the basics, stick to the fundamentals I've been telling you to sort of focus on your gold, focus on your map pressure, always trying to contest objectives. You know, even if you don't have, you know, the pressure at that point in time, on the objective of that certain area of the map. And you know, then from there, look at obviously, you know, getting as many objectives as possible and converting that lead into something where, you know, you're actually using it. Don't just run around aimlessly, you know, farming. That's the main 3 things. Is once you've got your objective lead, you've got your gold lead, make sure you're doing something with it. You know, don't go out of the way into crazy, stupid, you know, positions where you're getting caught out, you know, by yourself 3v1, but start to gank lane, start to pressure, start to rotate if you're a mid laner or a top laner, look for a TP, you know, get into the team fights a little bit more, or just, you know, try to obviously abuse when there's a team fight going on, just TP top in, get a split push off if you're playing a very, you know, quick split pusher like a Trundle or something, or Fiora, something like that. You know, try to use your lead to, you know, advance, you know, your team's position in terms of, you know, winning the game overall. So other than those basics, guys, hopefully, you know, you're able to convert this into your own gameplay. But, you know, that being said, it's going to depend on your own mechanical skill level, your game knowledge, and obviously you're going to have to practice. You're not going to be able to just watch one of my videos and then overnight be, you know, playing the exact same. You'll see that in a lot of my games, just from watching, you'll be able to pick up the way we're playing, what we're doing, what we're focusing on, and try to obviously implement that and apply it yourself. And it's, you know, it's key basics, you know, watching the map, making sure that we're always sort of, you know, around objectives, or at least we've got an idea, like I'm trading this for this, and I'll sort of point that out. Make sure, you know, there's something going on. You might be able to pick up a tower while they're getting dragged. You know, you're out of position just due to, you know, where you were farming and the timing of drags. You might have to obviously just go ahead and, you know, take a tower instead. You know, and just pressure, like they want to take drag, maybe you get 1.5 towers, you take, you know, first tier tower and then half health the second tier tower, so on and so forth. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, you know, and I will catch you in the next one.